The year was 1983. I was 12 years old, going on 13. Like now, as back then as is now. I owned nothing, and I was happy enough. I was able to borrow my older brothers. I was the youngest in the family. One of my older brothers had an acoustic guitar, and while he was away at university, I had access to it. That's when I got into the guitar. I would hang out at the school library at lunchtimes, rifling through the catalogue for any books on music, electric guitars, how the Beatles invented their style of music, how rock and roll was invented in the first place. Frank Zappa came along with the Mothers of Invention. It was all pretty groovy, but we were too poor to afford an electric guitar. Anyway, the mother of invention, young Dweezil's father, talk about on the same wavelength. I set about making my own electric guitar. I had some old ancient alien technology similar to this, but it had a cassette player that was broken. I took out the microphone component from the tape deck and affixed a cable to it so that I could plug it in. I then took that microphone and inserted it into the sound hole, similarly how we have done with our $17 purchase the other day. So I've actually invented this back in 1983 as a 12-year-old boy because I couldn't afford an electric guitar. It wasn't too successful, and of course I didn't have an amplifier. My father did though, on his hi-fi stereo system. It was a little bit like that Back to the Future scene with Marty and the big speaker. And the rest, they say, was rock and roll history. Of course, cameramans back then were as hard to find as they are these days. Come in, Roger Waters, can you hear me? Roger that. I've had a terrible day today, you can see it. My God. I did get some acupuncture though. We're going to try to play 5 minutes of guitar this week. We really are. I tried it the other day. I'm just not up for it. I can't play Jesus. I can't bend strings. I've got no strength in this hand. I can do Gumby 2-finger chords. Luckily, a lot of it has to do with the right hand, which is unaffected at this moment in time. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. Is that better? Eric Clapton, please write in and tell me what you think.